Yo, what up everybody? Did you see the bracelet video? I'm sure you did. Well, and you may have disliked it. I think we're going for a record number of dislikes on that video. It is. As I'm shooting this, it's Saturday afternoon, and there were already 33 dislikes. So, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes something like that just strikes a raw nerve with people, and they just didn't like it. Well, there's one guy on my website who thinks it's not manly enough. It's not a manly project because I guess men can't make jewelry. I'm not really sure what that is. So kind of got me thinking. I think next week I'm gonna make the manliest of all manly projects. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm thinking about it. And it's not the first time I've made jewelry projects. I made a wooden bracelet that I turned. That was a long time ago I made that. I have a video of that. And I did some earrings before. I'm sure there was something else that other jewelry I've made, but for some reason, this one just struck a nerve with people, so I don't know. But I wanted to show you the wood that I used, and this is rosewood. And I have had this for a few years. My wife actually bought this for me a few years ago, thinking I was gonna make something with it, and well, I did. And I've been saving it for a musical instrument because rosewood, I don't know if you can hear this. Well, I guess you can't. You can't hear that. But it has a great tone to it. It's used in musical instruments quite often. I was gonna do something with that, but then I just decided to make the bracelet. And I saw the bracelet on Atlas Shrugged, the movie I was watching, and it's Reardon metal bracelet. I just thought it was the coolest looking design. I thought, well, I want to try to make that out of wood. And I think it turned out pretty successful actually, but 33 dislikes. Some people who did have some other suggestions were to put, instead of using the rings in that bracelet, to run some elastic through it. That's what my son wanted me to do. He thought it would be nice if you could just expand it and put it around your wrist. To me, that was not what I was intending to do because I wanted to match that Reardon metal one that I saw. So yeah, use some elastic would be cool. And somebody on Keek suggested that I just put some rawhide to it. I think that would be a nice look also. I wanted to show you this clasp that I got there at the craft store. This is really cool. This is, it's 2 rare earth magnets, and it just snaps together like that, but it's really easy to latch on. I think it would be good for a necklace too, so I'm gonna save that. It just looked too big on the bracelet, just like the rings that I initially got. So this is what I'm thinking, manly project. Look at that big chunk of wood. That's curly redwood. I've had this for a few years, and look at this big chunk of wood. That's manly. So look at all this room I have now. All these shelves are practically empty because I have them in my little finishing cart. So, gotta do something with this space. But I think I'm gonna build some shelves or cabinets over here. Haven't really worked that out yet, but that'll be coming up in a future video. I guess that just about wraps it up for the bracelet and earrings recap. Not a big hit, but I'll be back next week with something better. I wanted to mention I did get the car for my son. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna talk about my personal stuff anymore. I'm gonna stick to woodworking and stuff in my shop because last week people freaked out on my Mere Minutes channel, and it was just a weird thing. I had to ban more people on last week's Mere Minutes than I've ever had to on my channel before. People were just weird. People were just going crazy over their love for certain multinational corporations and brands and products. So, no more of that, and I'll just stick to the woodworking stuff, which is good anyways because I tend to ramble and it'll keep these videos shorter. So I'll see you next time.